everyone, it's Patricia, your independent Scentsy consultant from Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. Today I'm bringing to you our weekly edition of Tester Tuesday, which is basically a series of Scentsy review videos that helps reduce my Scentsy tester stash, get some information out to you guys, and it's fun and interactive because everybody votes and then it's kind of like a group effort. So basically, let's get into the results from last week's voting. So we basically had a really interesting mix of scents, and we had quite a few votes. And you guys always surprise me because you picked 2 retired scents. But it's always good to hear because, as we know, Bring Back My Bar is always around the corner. So in first place, with 29% of the vote, this beautiful red colored wax called Goody Goody Gumdrop. I do not have a bar, but I will show you my used up testers. And in second place, kind of like this, beige, dark beige, caramel colored wax. This is Highway Run, and it had 25% of the vote. So the order, in case you're interested, it went Goody Goody Gumdrop, then Highway Run, then we had By the Sea, then we had Fresh Cut Daisies, Gleeful Grape, and Clove and Cinnamon. So let's talk about our first place scent this week, Goody Goody Gumdrop. Here it is in my warmer dish. And I had 1 party and 2 mini, which is roughly about 2 cubes. On cold, I would say this is about a medium intensity fragrance. And I think it first came out in fall and winter of 2013. I can't see when it retired. I know it came back in fall and winter 2014. And I would put it in the fruity category, or maybe fruity spicy. Anyway, the scent description for Goody Goody Gumdrop is dip into a bag of spicy rainbow colored gumdrops with a crunchy coating. So I wasn't really sure what to expect from this, but I put it in the warmer and I kind of got like a fruity mix of those gumdrops, but you could definitely smell a lot of cherry, and you could definitely smell almost like the black ones. The black ones have that like anise kind of fragrance, and they have a little bit of spice and kick, almost like a clove, not quite a cinnamon, but like a clove and an allspice something going on. So it definitely is appropriate for fall and winter. Like, I definitely wouldn't think Goody Goody Gumdrop, it still has a little bit of scent. I wouldn't think it's a spring and summer scent. More of a fall and winter scent. Has that little spice, has a little kick. Now let me tell you, I was actually warming Christmas cuddles in my main area and cherry clove chutney in my entranceway. And I actually found when I walked into this bedroom, which is where I warmed the scent, I actually found it wasn't a huge difference. It kind of reminds me a little bit of cherry clove chutney. It also reminds me a little bit of the scent sugar and spice. So I feel like if you kind of mix those 2 together, you might kind of get Goody Goody Gumdrop, something kind of similar to that. Basically, let me just tell you how it did. I put it here in my bedroom in my 25-watt bulb warmer, the equivalent of roughly 2 cubes. And I had it going 3 days, 22 hours. So I was pleased with the performance in terms of longevity. I didn't find it very strong though. I would say like maybe 6 out of 10, 6.5 if I'm pushing it. I was surprised. I thought it was going to be stronger. And I'm thinking these testers are roughly 5-ish years old. So I don't know if it's that, but it wasn't quite as strong as I thought it was going to be. So I think if you're someone that really likes kind of fruity scents with a little bit of spice and kick, if you like something like cherry clove chutney, if you like sugar and spice, those kind of scents, you may enjoy Goody Goody Gumdrop. I would probably say it's best suited for slightly smaller rooms just because I found it wasn't extremely strong in my experience. I've never warmed a bar of it, so I don't know. I personally wouldn't mix anything with it because I think it would kind of screw up that kind of vibe that it gives. But if you weren't digging it and you wanted to kind of tone it down, maybe like something with a marshmallow. Woolly Slippers is probably my go-to as a marshmallow because I find it doesn't have a lot of lavender. And if this was around, would I repurchase it? Maybe a bar. I liked it enough. I didn't love it, but it was fairly good. So that's Goody Goody Gumdrop. Okay, so our second place scent, I actually have the used up testers here in this warmer dish. This is Highway Run. You can kind of see, look at that. That should be interesting to get off the warmer. I had 3 mini testers, which is roughly a cube. So I didn't have a lot. And I actually asked my director, do you have a bar of either? And she's like, nope. So I was like, oh, great. So on cold, I found it kind of light. And I don't know if this integrity of these testers, if they were what they should be. But this is also a retired scent, like I said. I would probably place it in the woods category or like a Scentsy man category. It was a new release in the fall winter of 2015, and I don't think it ever came back, so let me read you the scent description. It says, toss the map and go where the wind takes you, as crisp, adventurous notes of eucalyptus bud, cedar, amber, and vetiver grass lead the way. So we have a lot of notes in there. We have eucalyptus bud. I don't really get like that vibrant note of eucalyptus, so I'm not sure how the bud is different from eucalyptus, but we have cedar, amber, and vetiver grass. I can definitely smell the woodsiness of the cedar, and I can definitely smell the amber. The first thing I picked up on was the amber. And vetiver grass, I believe, is kind of like a slight spin-off of a lemongrass. I didn't really get that vibrancy. This seemed kind of dull to me when I'm just going to take one out and smell it here. Yeah, it smells pleasant, but it smells light and like the wax is trying to go. But I kind of like it here. It smells kind of like a sexy man, but like an earthy, woodsy, sexy man. Anyway, what happened when I put it in the warmer? So if I only have 3 cubes, I got to put it in a small room. So the only place I put 1 cube at a time is either my mudroom laundry room or my son's bedroom, my youngest child. So my mudroom laundry room, sometimes I don't like to only put it there because it's a 15 watt. And I think, well, maybe I should put it in something bigger, like a full-size warmer, if I'm going to give you guys Tester Tuesday results. So I decided to put these in my son's colors of the rainbow warmer. Okay. This one here was very odd. Strength and throw was like maybe 4 to 5. It was light. I was like, oh, that's kind of strange. And then I could definitely smell like the cedar, the woodsiness. I could even more so smell the amber. And to me, this particular scent smelled like those 2 things and then a bit of urine on top of it. I did not like that part very much. Kind of judging by these Tester Tuesdays that some scents don't actually carry over well. So I'm wondering if this is one of those scents. I think one of my subscribers commented, and I wish I could remember who it was. She said that she actually threw out some of her highway runs. So that could be what's going on here. Like, and I don't know what this is. Anyway, this scent kind of reminds me of like a darker masculine scent. It's really hard to get a read on it because it's light. I don't know. So if you like woodsy scents, maybe like Woody or Circle of Life, you may like this, but this might have a little bit more of that like a cologne twist than those ones do. I would say best suited for a really small space if this is what the bar is actually going to be like. And would I mix it? Probably not. I usually, scents like this I probably would not mix. And would I repurchase? No. Anyway, that's it for Highway Run. So now we are going to move to drawing for our 6 scents this week. If you're new to my channel, you may not know how Tester Tuesday works. So basically, you're always going to vote for 2 scents. 2 different scents, Tammy. Tammy always votes for the same scent. Anyway, 2 different scents by Wednesday morning, because that's when the cutoff is. If you're not sure if voting is still open, I always put voting is open or voting is closed right down in the comments section on the pinned post. If you can't vote on YouTube, you can always find me on Instagram. Patricia Gates. My Tester Tuesday post. Anyway, let's see what we're going to get this week. Scent number 1, French Lavender. Scent number 2, I'm just going to grab a couple here. Scent number 2, Let's Get Punchy. Scent number 3, Coconut Vanilla Orchid. Scent number 4, Peppermint Rush. Scent number 5, I think I've got 5 and 6. Scent number 5 is Go Wildflowers. And scent number 6, getting dark here, is Sunburst Blooms. So let's see if I can remember all of them. Scent number 1, French Lavender, available right now in the catalog year-round. Scent number 2, Let's Get Punchy, that retired, didn't come back this year, it was last year's spring and summer scent. Coconut Vanilla Orchid is a retired scent, that's been retired for I think a couple of years. Peppermint Rush, that retired probably about a year ago, a year and a half-ish. Go Wildflowers, I think that's been gone for a while. And Sunburst Blooms is our oldest scent, so that's been gone for quite a while. So anyway, thanks for spending the last 10 minutes with me. I hope you have a great day in your neck of the woods. Don't forget to vote, and I will see you guys in the next video.